how did you make the decisions to pick the roles within a big company like Google? There are probably, so many different teams, so many different products. How did you make that decision?
Yeah, so it was a little bit serendipitous, I have to say. So not every step of my career was very like planned, but looking back, it's like a career is like a giant maze, and then you take one path and you try to make like the best of it. So like I never think that there's a right or a wrong career path. You just actually just embark on an adventure and make sure like that's the right one that turns out to be the right one in the end for you. So when I look back, I played a lot of like growth leadership roles in our key business areas. And then I rotated from different like geographies too. So I relocated from Istanbul, where I joined Google to set up their business marketing presence there. And it was like an emerging market. So I had an opportunity to actually like learn how to run or establish Google's presence in the emerging markets. Then my next role was to run some of the B2B marketing channels for the UK and Ireland, a very established market, so very developed market in terms of our saturation too there. So it was a very different dynamic there. And then eventually I found myself in Silicon Valley at our headquarters here. So a very different operation here too, and happy to kind of like compare and contrast what it means to work for Google in three different regions as well. But I think when I made the decision for these like either geographical moves or like moving from one product area to another, and also moving from one function to another. So I was mostly in marketing, but then I moved on to the product management side, and also briefly played a role in like strategy and partnerships and business development side too. So when I did those, like these were the some of the like the highlights in my mindsets. First of all, I you have to have the like learnings mindset. So when the opportunity presents itself, I ask myself, can this new role make me more well-rounded? And then once I'm in the role, am I learning? Am I contributing? And am I having fun? So this is like how I actually determines if each role is like a good fit for me. And am I having fun is a real thing too, to be honest, because if you get out of the bed with energy and excitement to like put your passion behind a business, you want to work with a great team of fun people too. So not just like smart, but also empathetic and like good environments, good chemistry with everybody. So I wanted to make sure that I'm in that environment too. And if the signals are right, then you stay in the role. And if the signals are not so great, so you actually that's when I decided to make the my next move internally. And yes, we were all lucky, you and at Google too, to have all these like rotation opportunities. So I thought like all those moves have made me a little more well-rounded. And then when I was in Turkey, again, my day job was to establish Google's presence in the country, but I always had some passion projects aside my day job too. So I was really excited, and we had this marketing leadership in London. So I was actually doing voluntary strategy and operations work for our marketing leader there. And then when I moved to London, my day job was again to run the B2B marketing channels for UK and Ireland. But my passion project was to launch the Google Partners program across EMEA. And sometimes those passion projects get you far. So like that's the reason why actually they asked me to move to the US to launch and manage that globally. So that also kind of like accelerated my kind of like coming to the US, to Silicon Valley as well.